What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in my video that I uploaded the other day, I asked you guys the question of, do skins really matter in Marvel's Avengers for you, or do they not? And the overall response was that they do matter more now than they have ever done before in just video games as a whole. And the reason why I brought that question up is because the MCU skin question, right, has been a very big topic surrounding this game since even prior before the game actually launched. But the thing is Marvel's Avengers has a huge problem that I really think they need to switch up before we get more DLCs, or at least the big DLCs that we are expecting very soon. And what I'm about to say is things that they've already been, I guess, dabbling with anyway, but there's a big problem that is just underlining here major issues. Now, as always, let's try and crush 9 likes. Click that big red subscribe button below because it's a great thing to do, and let's jump into this video. But before we do that, actually, I just gotta remind you guys that Instant Gaming are doing a really cool giveaway where you can win up to 1,500 euros worth of video games, and on top of that, they do a bunch of really cheap games as well. So if you want to get involved in that giveaway, just visit that link in the description below. So I'm gonna start off with some, I guess, answers that I got to that question on that video. So the first one is that I wish some outfits changed some things like Thor's hammer, Cap's shield, etc. Then the next one was, my problem with skins is just the price, they are very expensive. And then we had a really in-depth comment that says skins matter in every game. They typically do nothing to the gameplay itself, of course, but it makes the player feel a sense of diversity. People play differently when they have a different skin equipped. Plus, skins look cool when done right, and it's really a shame how lazy most of the skins in this game are. Years of source material thrown out the window. I truly don't believe that the devs have any actual Marvel fans on their team, and it's really shameful. I truly believe that if I was in charge of the skins in this game, then they would have been a high point of the game. And no, I'm not saying that all skins are bad in this game, I'm just saying that most of them are just lazy reskins of each other, and there is no denying that. It's especially sad how much Iron Man lacks skin diversity in this game, seeing as he has literally over 100 suits from the comics alone. Brackets, he has more than that, but it's just an example. Purely shameful. Crystal Dynamics / Square Enix, truly shameful. Now, of course, this one was a whole lot more in depth, right, than the other answers, but I'm just picking up the ones that got most thumbs up. Now, to basically start off with the first answer, and to just add to that, I think this is the problem, right? Skins lack diversity, and if there were more things that changed with skins, i.e. Thor's hammer, Cap's shield, whatever it may be, just something in terms of equipment wise that changes as well, then I think that would be a very core part of that customization situation where you would say, okay, well, you know what, this skin is actually really cool, I might just go ahead and save up all my credits because it's going to change, for example, Captain America's shield. And then to answer, or to add, should I say, to the second answer to that question, which was, my problem with the skins is just the price, they are very expensive. This is literally, I guess, just the hammer on the nail on the head, hitting the nail on the head, right, that's the saying. So this is the thing with skins, right? And I mean, if you want to convert it to dollars, whatever currency you are, but just to make it simple, let's stick with dollars. It's like $15, okay, give or take. Although it's not literally $15, you have to buy a pack which is $15 in order to get the credits to actually be able to purchase the skins in the game. Now, prior to when this whole frenzy about skins being way too expensive and so forth came up, I do remember actually siding, you know, Square Enix's side, saying, well, technically, yes, I get it, right? They need to basically charge for their skins because we're getting free DLC, free content, all that stuff, which I still do stand by. However, the problem is, yes, we've had these apology packs and gift packs, whatever you want to call them, where, yes, we have actually been given in-game credits to purchase skins, and yes, you can also unlock them through challenge cards, so yes, these things can be done to an extent without having to purchase them. But I think the problem still lies with that last answer to the question, which was really in depth, just saying that it basically lacks diversity, right? Because people feel a sense of diversity when you have skins. Yes, it might make you play differently. I mean, it's safe to say that I've definitely felt like that in some situations where if you have a certain skin on, it just kind of feels different in your gameplay experience. But as much as I do hate to say it, majority of the skins have been lazy in the past, at least lazy to what I would think anyway. And the reason I say that is because, like this person said, there's simply no denying that. No matter how much respect you have for the devs, which I do of course as well, and no matter how much you could say, well yes, some of the skins in the game are good, there's a vast majority, especially when it came down to Captain America, where they were literally just recolors. And that was very frustrating, because why on earth would you want to spend 15 bucks on a recolor? It just doesn't make sense. Now, okay, I'm trying to put a bigger picture here and paint the perspective of the situation that still went on, and the reason I say this is because yes, things did lack very, very much, right, in terms of resources they had to basically change the game, tweak the game, because of course we know the home situation where they had to work from home, there were no office equipment, etc, etc. Now, we put all that stuff aside, one thing I can truly say, at least in my opinion, is that I feel over the last couple of weeks, the skins have actually been feeling very, very good, right? There's no denying that. I mean, I know a lot of people weren't really fans of Hulk's skin, right, the wrestling suit, but I mean for me personally, I kind of liked it because it was something different, it actually felt like a brand new skin, and it definitely wasn't a recolor. Then of course we had the one for Thor, which again was really, really good, right? And yes, there was a problem with the hair situation, but that was resolved. Then we had the one for Black Widow, which, by the way, Black Widow, out of all the characters, was definitely one up there where you actually had a lot of recolors, and some were literally not even noticeable, so it made zero sense. But now, we're actually starting to see some things tweak up for that, which is still good. And then even with Miss Marvel, and then we had the one with Iron Man, which I personally wasn't a fan of. I think it was last week, right, or the week before, so the one before the last Marketplace update. It was different, people did like it. For me, it just wasn't really my cup of tea, as people would say, so I didn't bother going ahead and purchasing that skin. But overall, yes, it did look cool, and yes, it was something completely different. But the underlying problem here is that the price is just ridiculous. Like, it's way too expensive for way too little of a change. And I mean, I wouldn't even still justify 15 bucks, even if it did change things like Captain America's shield or Thor's hammer, whatever it may possibly be, right? I still wouldn't really justify spending 15 bucks on that, just because it's a skin. I didn't really know the skin world in terms of video games and how much money gets made through that. I mean, I know there's a lot, right? And yes, I do respect that we're getting free DLC content, but the price of the skins need to be lowered majorly, because it's a core thing to players. And they've already done it, they've put skins on sale, they've done 50% off the marketplace, and what happened? It actually worked. People purchased skins, those sales numbers went up, and I think if they can basically slice that price, it will actually be enough to keep the game afloat in terms of revenue, will be a lot more sustainable. But guys, leave your thoughts on that in the comments below, because that's going to wrap up this video here. So I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.